We have a pretty special treat today. We're joined now by Chris Harrison from The Bachelor. Chris, how's it going?
Good. I don't know how special that is, but happy to be here. Happy to be in Iowa.
Yeah, thanks so much for being here. So you obviously have been working with Chris Soules for quite a while
a
now.
little over a year now, yeah.
Yeah, so what was it like working with him on The Bachelorette and then now here on The Bachelor?
Well, The Bachelorette's so different because it's really, for me, it's about whoever the person is, whoever the Bachelorette or the Bachelor is. So, I was really more concentrated on Andy and the guys, and Chris was obviously one of the guys. And so now it really is about him, his journey, getting to know him, and really facilitating as best I can, him finding the woman of his dreams, which seems to be going well, I hope.
Fingers crossed.
Knock on wood, yeah.
Yeah. Can you give us any sneak peeks, anything that we won't tell anyone? We'll keep it between us.
This is between us. If everyone in Des Moines, could we just earmuffs, right? We'll just keep it between us. He's actually done a great job. It's, one of the things I love about this job and my job is it's just different every season. What worked for Andy doesn't work for Chris. And I mean, it's like you and your friends. You don't treat all your friends and talk to your friends the same way. They all have their own sensibilities, their own history, their own baggage, and so they bring that to the table. And so you have to kind of pay attention, and that's how you have to treat them. And so Chris has been great. I mean, obviously, for those that have gotten to know him, which I have, he's just a good down-home guy. He's going to make, everyone very proud here. He's done a great job. Andy was, our last Bachelorette was more methodic and more, she approached it like a lawyer, and I think as a case, whereas Chris is just, he wears his heart on his sleeve. What you see is what you get. He's just a really good guy. Right.
So because he is from Iowa, he was born and raised on a farm. He's from small town Iowa. Did you ever think that a Bachelor would be from small town Iowa?
Well, to me, honestly, this is what the show is about. When this show was first created, it was actually our second Bachelor is what this reminds me of, a guy named Aaron Berge. He was a banker from small town Missouri. And that's kind of what this show was based on, was finding that diamond in the rough, that without this show, this light would not be shined on him. And so you have a great guy, and just because he's in Arlington, he wouldn't have the amount and the type of women to date. And so I like it. He needs the show as much as we need him. And that's what the show was kind of based on. I love that we've kind of gone back to our roots.
So I know that there was a prince at one point on the show.
Yeah, Prince Borghese.
Yeah, so this is two totally different things.
Well, yeah, I won't be mean to the prince, but it is. We've done high concept is kind of what that was. It was like, let's do a prince, and we took it to Italy and all that. But to me, this is what the show is. We've shot this show in America. We're in Iowa. We're going to involve his hometown in Arlington. This is what I love. It's going to be great, and I hope at the end of all this, it also is the fairy tale that because at the end of it all, he's just a guy that really sincerely wants to find a wife. And I know it's really easy to look at this show and go, come on.
Yeah, right.
But at the end of it all, it really is a sincere process. And yes, there's drama and train wrecks along the way, which is great TV, but...
Did it change because he is from Arlington, Iowa? Did it change the dynamic of women who he chose to be on the show?
Absolutely. It changed for us as far as casting the show. You can't guarantee everybody wants to move to Arlington, but our idea was, who Chris is.
Right.
You know what he's about.
Right.
As best you can assume now without knowing him, we need you to at least have the idea and the hope that you might move there. That's a huge possibility, and that was a huge obstacle for he and Andy, and one of the reasons they didn't work out. And so again, it's not like we made him sign a piece of paper, you're going to have to move to Arlington, because he hasn't definitely settled on staying in Arlington. He has a great business. He's done very well. He might be able to move elsewhere.
Things change, right?
You fall in love, a woman can make you do crazy things.
I guess so. We'll only have to see. Okay, now again, we won't tell anyone. We'll keep this just between us. Who's it going to be?
I don't know. Again, this is why I know the show is great, and we've been doing this going on 13 years, is because I am just as enthralled and involved as everybody else. I mean, I sit there in the control room in that final rose ceremony, and you don't know. You don't know if there's going to be a proposal. You don't know if there's going to be a breakup. You don't know what's around the next corner.
Oh, that gives me anxiety.
That's what, me too. But that's how I know it's such great TV, because I mean, look, we're as jaded as anybody because we've seen this done a million times.
Right.
But when we're still so into this and we care about the people, then it's going to be good, and he's going to be great. There is drama. Believe me, there's drama this season.
We love drama. We love drama.
We brought it to Iowa.
Awesome. All right, Chris, thank you so much for being here.
Sabrina, my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
We really appreciate it. We're going to take another quick break, and we'll be right back.